Hello world of YouTube, and welcome to a new Carversation. It's been a while, been about a month or so, and you know, it's not that I haven't had a whole lot to talk about. It's all about timing and timeliness to me with this segment. Possibly, maybe not, but there's some news that I do want to discuss, and it's kind of up in the air as to its validity, but it does stir a discussion that I wanted to also extend out to you guys. So, for those who don't know, Sony recently may or may not have come out saying that some of the songs on at least one of the Michael Jackson posthumous LPs were not sung by Michael. They were in fact sung by a Michael Jackson impersonator. And I listened to a few of the tracks when it broke out that it was an imposter, and I could tell. It's pretty obvious. Like, even without that knowledge, it sounds a little suspect. And I was going to make a conversation about it. But now, it's been out that Sony didn't say that. Nobody at Sony said that Imposter was singing on the Michael Jackson LPs. And I don't know. Even with the redaction in mind, it's a little suspect. The one song in particular where it stands out is Breaking News. And they do this on some of the other posthumous LP songs that I've heard, not just of Michael Jackson, of other artists, because the original artist recorded this with a different song in mind, a different instrumental, and so they cover that up with some production tricks. But especially on Breaking News, they use a lot of compression and EQ tricks to try and mask the fact that it's not Michael singing those parts. Another reason why they do this with other valid posthumous releases is because they're recorded not at the best quality. Some of them are just rough demos, and they use these tricks to mask the demo quality to kind of polish it up as much as they can. Let's talk about posthumous LPs. I don't really like them that much. I think they're kind of a cash grab. The only song out of any posthumous LP that I've thought was good was Thug Mansion by Tupac, and that's because it kind of made sense. It was a song about dying and going to heaven, and Thug Mansion was where you go. You know, it made a lot of sense, and that made sense for a posthumous Tupac album to have that song. But a lot of these posthumous LPs, they feel like really heartless cash grabs. And the Michael Jackson ones, with songs I've heard, definitely feel like that. They don't feel like a project the artist would release. You know, but this in particular just feels extra scummy. And I'm going to link in the description some of the songs. Maybe you guys can hear it too, but it definitely feels like, at least on a couple of them, they do have a stand-in for Michael Jackson. And that's just spitting in the face of Michael even more. Whether you are for or against posthumous LPs, you have to agree. I mean, you don't have to, but you've got to see the point that it's a little counterproductive to have these posthumous LPs and you don't even have the artist that it's supposed to be singing on them. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just crazy. That's kind of my take on it, though. That's my take on this whole Michael Jackson fiasco. I think they really did have an imposter, and I hope that it comes back out that Sony did in fact hire an imposter, an impersonator, to sound like Michael Jackson. Because it does sound like it. If that is actually Michael Jackson, he was having a rough day. It's a smaller conversation. I wanted to kind of talk about that story, and then see where you guys stand. Do you guys feel like posthumous LPs are a good thing? What are your stance on those? If you've listened to those songs, do you think they sound like Michael Jackson? Do you think they don't? Let me know. Any further future topics for conversations, I'm also welcome to. But I've been Viralrak. You guys have good days, lots of situations, and I'll see you another day.